I thought my boss was helping me. Then I found out why he really promoted me. I thought getting promoted at 24 meant I was finally winning in life. Everyone in the office said I was lucky. My boss defended me in meetings. He gave me opportunities nobody else got. He even promoted me over employees who had worked there for years. At first, I felt proud. Then people started avoiding me. Conversations stopped when I entered the room. Coworkers looked at me with pity instead of jealousy. One woman even pulled me aside and whispered, "Be careful, you're not the first." I didn't understand what she meant. Honestly, I thought they were all jealous. But 3 weeks later, I accidentally opened an email that was never meant for me. And in less than 30 seconds, I discovered that my promotion had nothing to do with my talent, nothing to do with hard work, and everything to do with a secret my boss had been hiding for years. A secret that had already destroyed the careers of several women before me. It was almost too late. My name is Emily, and this happened 2 years ago. I had just moved to Chicago after college. I knew nobody in the city. I was living in a tiny apartment, struggling to pay rent, and desperately searching for stability. When a marketing company offered me a full-time position, I felt like my life was finally coming together. The salary wasn't amazing. The hours were exhausting. But I was grateful. I promised myself I would work harder than everyone else. For the first few months, things went well. I stayed late. I volunteered for extra assignments. I rarely took breaks. Then my manager, Jason, started noticing me. At first, it felt harmless. Whenever someone criticized my work during meetings, Jason defended me. Whenever an important project came up, he put my name on it. Whenever I made mistakes, he seemed unusually forgiving. I thought I had finally found a boss who believed in me. What I didn't realize was that everyone else in the office was noticing it too. One afternoon, I was eating lunch alone when a coworker named Sarah sat down across from me. She looked nervous. After a long silence, she said, "Can I give you some advice?" I smiled. "Sure." She looked around to make sure nobody was listening. "Be careful around Jason." I laughed. "Why?" She hesitated, then she said something strange. "He's done this before." Before I could ask what she meant, she stood up and left. I spent the rest of the day confused. Done what before? I considered asking her again. But eventually I convinced myself she was just jealous. A few months later, I received a promotion. Shocked everyone, including me. There were employees who had worked there for 5 years, people with more experience, people who were objectively more qualified, yet somehow I got promoted instead. At first, I was excited. Then things started changing. People stopped inviting me to lunch. Coworkers became distant. Conversations ended whenever I entered a room. The atmosphere felt different. Cold. Uncomfortable. I couldn't understand why. One day, I finally confronted Sarah. I asked her why everyone seemed upset with me. She stared at me for a moment. Then she quietly said, "They aren't angry with you." I frowned. "Then what is it?" She sighed. Then she walked away. That sentence haunted me for weeks. Feel sorry for me? Why? I had just gotten promoted. I was succeeding. At least that's what I believed. Not long after that, Jason started texting me outside of work. At first, it seemed normal. Project updates, meeting reminders, client information. But gradually, the messages became more personal. He asked whether I was dating anyone. He asked what I did on weekends. He asked who I spent time with. The questions made me uncomfortable. But I kept telling myself I was overreacting. After all, he was my boss. Maybe he was just trying to be friendly.
बस एक
He invited me to dinner. He called it a career development meeting. I didn't want to go, but I felt pressured. So I agreed. The dinner lasted almost 2 hours. Any of it involved work. Instead, Jason talked about me, my appearance, my personality, my future. The whole thing felt strange. When I got home that night, something didn't sit right. For the first time, I started wondering whether Sarah had been trying to warn me. 3 weeks later, everything changed. Jason asked me to print some documents from his office computer. He stepped out to take a phone call. While I was working, an email notification appeared in the corner of the screen. I wasn't trying to snoop, but my name was in the subject line. My stomach tightened. Without thinking, I clicked it. What I read changed everything. The email was between Jason and another executive. One sentence immediately caught my attention. It said, "She's responding exactly like the others." The others? My heart started racing. I kept reading, and then I saw several names of former female employees. Women who had received promotions. Women who had worked directly under Jason. Women who had suddenly left the company. The more I read, the worse it became. I quickly closed the email before Jason returned, but I couldn't stop thinking about it. That night, I couldn't sleep. The next morning, I started researching. I searched old company records, LinkedIn profiles, social media accounts, former employee pages, and I discovered something terrifying. At least 5 women had followed the exact same pattern. They joined the company. Jason mentored them. They received promotions. Then suddenly they disappeared. No explanation, no farewell messages, nothing. I decided to contact one of them. No response. But less than an hour later, she replied. And what she told me explained everything. According to her, Jason had a pattern. He targeted younger female employees. He made them feel special. He gave them opportunities. He made them believe their success depended on him. Then, eventually, he would push for personal relationships. When they rejected him, everything changed. Projects disappeared. Promotions stopped. Career opportunities vanished. Some women quit. Others were quietly pushed out. Several had reported him. Nothing happened. Because Jason had powerful friends inside the company. I sat there, staring at my phone, feeling sick. Suddenly, every strange interaction made sense. The favoritism, the promotion, the dinner, the texts. Everything. I wasn't being rewarded for hard work. I was being manipulated. For the next few weeks, I secretly collected evidence. Emails, messages, witness statements, screenshots, everything I could find. I spoke with former employees. Several agreed to share their experiences. The stories were almost identical. By the time I finished, I had dozens of pages of evidence. Then I made a decision. Instead of reporting Jason locally, I sent everything directly to the corporate compliance department at headquarters. I knew local management would probably protect him. Corporate wouldn't. After submitting everything, I waited. Days passed, then weeks. I started wondering whether anything would happen. Then one Monday morning, I arrived at work and noticed something strange. Jason wasn't there. Nobody could find him. His office was empty. His calendar had been deleted. His company profile disappeared. Just like that. Gone. No goodbye email, no announcement, nothing. A month later, the company confirmed an internal investigation had taken place. Several women came forward. More evidence surfaced, and Jason never returned. A few months later, I left the company too. Not because I was forced out, because I needed a fresh start. Today, I work somewhere else. Somewhere healthier. Somewhere promotions are earned, not manipulated. Looking back, the hardest part isn't what Jason did. It's realizing how many warnings I ignored. I thought people were jealous of me. In reality, they were trying to protect me. I might have saved myself a lot of pain. So now I have a question for you. Was I wrong for reporting my boss instead of confronting him directly? Would you have exposed him or quietly left the company? At what point do you think I should have realized something was wrong? And if you were in my position, what would you have done?